Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made a public appearance with veterans from the Canadian Armed Forces and their families, and other guests to participate in a wheelchair curling demonstration at Hillcrest Community Centre. The event took place in order to wrap up the one-year-to-go activities for the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025. Remarks by the Duke of Sussex, government and Invictus Games representatives took place after the demonstration, with Prince Harry speaking out for the first time after his bombshell interview on Good Morning America today. Speaking at the event following his attempts at wheelchair curling, Harry said, "The last few days have been incredible." He continued, "The smiles I have seen on the faces in the last few days, it proves why we do what we do. And that was just for the competitors. Imagine what it will be like when friends and family get in a coach, get in a bus, and head up to Whistler, and get to spend hours or the whole day up in that beautiful mountain air." Looking back on first starting the games almost 10 years ago, he added, "Every single one of you inspire me, inspire us every single day," he said. "So please continue to be there to support each other. I know how much you love to serve. In many instances, you live to serve. So we will continue to give you the opportunity to serve and to inspire people up, down the country and around the world." The Duke of Sussex spoke to GMA host Will Reeve as he and his wife Meghan Markle visited Canada to attend an event marking 1 year until the 2025 Invictus Games. In the interview, he spoke about his father's health, his life with Meghan Markle and the Invictus Games, which he founded in 2014 for injured and sick military personnel and veterans to aid their recovery. Harry said, "Look, I love my family. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go and see him and spend any time with him, I'm grateful for that." When asked if an illness in the family could have a reunifying effect, Prince Harry responded, "Yeah, I'm sure. Throughout all these families I see it on a day-to-day basis, the strength of the family unit coming together. I think any illness, any sickness brings families together." After clips of the interview were shared online, some people argued Harry should not speak about his father's health due to his strained relationship with the royal family. One wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, "There is no reason for Harry to speak about the king's diagnosis. Over years, Harry has built a brand of deceit, betrayal, lazy grifting and victimhood. No one wants to hear from him." Another added, "If Charles hasn't publicly opened up about it, then it's not Harry's place to inform the world." One more person commented, "They just want to remind people their links to the royal family, never mention their treachery though, do they?" In the interview, Harry also opened up about the possibility of him becoming a U.S. citizen. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex moved to Montecito, California, after stepping down as senior royals in 2020. There have been plenty of questions surrounding Harry's potential U.S. citizenship after he admitted to taking drugs in his memoir Spare. His revelations led to calls for his visa application to be released, so the American taxpayer can understand whether he declared his drug use. Writing in his memoir, Harry revealed he had dabbled with marijuana, magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, and cocaine in order to try and deal with the death of his mum, Princess Diana. There was speculation that the Duke of Sussex, who resides in California with his family, could be denied U.S. citizenship if he ever applied, as the variety of drugs he admitted to taking are banned or under strict control. Despite calls for his visa application to be released, U.S. government lawyers determined it should not be disclosed because it is private personal information. Harry's references to taking drugs prompted a conservative Washington, D.C. think tank to question why he was allowed into the States in 2020. The Heritage Foundation brought the lawsuit against the Department for Homeland Security, DHS, after a Freedom of Information Act request was rejected, claiming it was of immense public interest. In response to the think tank's submissions that Harry's U.S. visa application should be released, lawyers on behalf of DHS said the Heritage Foundation have not demonstrated possible government misconduct or any other public interest that would overcome Prince Harry's privacy interest in these records. The DHS also said despite the Duke being a public official in the UK, he is not a public official in the United States. Their submissions to the court said DHS had provided the maximum amount of information that it can provide regarding the records it possesses without revealing Harry's immigration status. The Heritage Foundation's lawsuit argues that U.S. law generally renders such a person inadmissible for entry to the country. In the DHS's response to the legal claim, they said, much like health, financial, or employment information, a person's immigration information is private personal information. If the court accepts plaintiff's arguments, the government would need to reveal confidential immigration information about Prince Harry, a result the court should not adopt. The submissions made by lawyer John Bardo on behalf of DHS also said no publicly available information shows that Prince Harry was ever convicted for a drug, related offense. Mr. Bardo added that any suggestion from the Heritage Foundation of wrongdoing on behalf of the U.S. government was purely speculative.